everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Titans. Up to Music City, USA, and Nissan Stadium in Nashville, my hometown. We're standing by as our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now Wentz on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Wentz to throw on second down. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham, and it's 3rd and 5. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Toss play to Sproles. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's the former Eagle. Didn't have too much success with him, though. It's DeMarco Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. I have to put him on the ground.
Second down, Mariota. Loose. It's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Third and long here for Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started his collegiate career as a tight end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Sproles, the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And as the Eagles come back out on offense, let's just talk about their run production in that game you called for them against Cincinnati. You said, what, they were hoping to get 30 rushes out of that game, but they didn't get there, did they?
No, they didn't even come close to that. They want 30 runs strictly from the running back position. They wanted to take Carson Wentz's scrambles and called quarterback runs out of that equation. They ended up combining for 53 rush yards for the entire game. Wendell Smallwood was the lead ball carrier. Darren Sproles played with a broken rib, so they didn't expect to get much out of him running the ball, and they didn't throughout the game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. And a coach is always hard finding the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
For second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On third down, Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and run with Murray. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright, 77 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham with an acrobatic catch. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. And with time quickly,
how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The tight end changing his position. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And, partner, following that tackle, you can talk defense or offense. Just want to ask you in general about this Eagles team that started so hot. Everyone was excited. What has happened in Philly since that 3-0 start?
Well, they've really been a tale of 2 teams. If you look back at their record, I think they're 4-1 at home. And the
trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Going up top. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
All right, here we go.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to take another shot here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Murray. He works Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Wentz. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again. Mariota on second, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mariota on first down. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Murray the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After that incompletion, I got to ask you, did you watch the Madden Classic this last weekend?
How could you miss it? You had to watch that one. How about Spot Me Please, a.k.a. Taylor Robertson, over D. Jones 17-3 in the final? That was a terrific, terrific matchup. But for me, watching it, I felt the intensity. It felt like the NFL playoffs, and the finals felt like the NFL Super Bowl. The broadcast quality was tremendous.
Yeah, it was a big deal. How about Spot Me Please after sounding like a coach? Said, very thankful. There was a lot of good competition. I was fortunate to come out on top.
Yeah, when you get the big check, you have a chance to be real humble about it. Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
They'll try to get the running game going with Ryan Matthews. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Green Beckham has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun on third down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Sproles. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Back now in Nashville. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. It's a toss right. Ryan Matthews. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know,
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. They'll try to sneak. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. On play action, Mariota backing up. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down mark.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's a terrific job by the defense, stopping them on third and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Following the interception here, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota, and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So third and goal, the defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Third and goal. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road.
This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 12 yards to go on third down. Now Wentz on third down. This would complete left side to Green Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, Sproles lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
His tight end, Philip Supernall, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On third down, Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Mariota. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A road win. Ball league, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this when you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Dalton's Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Alone to the right is Jones. On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. Speaking of Tate, he had a big 66-yard touchdown catch against the Saints, 145 total on the day.
And it's really good to see him back to the level we saw in 2014 when he caught 90 passes and also led the NFL in yards after catch because that's what makes him unique. That's what
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Dalton. Dalton sets up play action. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? To the left side here for Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Hill. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come out here in the eye. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Boy, a curious This decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds the tight end Harbor. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle. Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and
he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ray Malaluga in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 2nd and goal to go now. Now Riddick. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens...
Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Second down, Dalton escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Boyd. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. So out now come the Lions. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for only a yard. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Tackle made there by Haloti Nada. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to... And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Andre Roberts now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On first down, Stafford here. Ebron caught left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Finding time. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
second down. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, it's Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard? Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go play action here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run it with Hill. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hill to try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Ball on the 3. 3rd down and goal. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT on the under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Yeah, I'm not going to even sugarcoat this one. I did not care at all for that play call.
Well, it's just so little time. You don't have much time to do anything. Why not, Charles, just run the football, take it into the locker room?
As you know, there are more bad things than good that can happen when you're backed up this deep with this little time. And sure enough, this is a late safety.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final act of the first half, Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford surveying the field, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Jones. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. The tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection, did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, Charles, a lot of discussion this year from us about MVP candidates, understandably so. What about guys who maybe would be in that MVP discussion if their team was performing better?
David Johnson, the running back for Arizona, tracking for over 2,400 yards all-purpose. How about Drew Brees, tracking for another season of over 5,000 yards passing? And Luke Kuechly from Carolina. He's always in this discussion, but with his injury, that takes him out of it. But how about after he got hurt against New Orleans, the respect from everyone else in the league, the concern about his injury, that tells you about what they think of him.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Hey, what about some division race talk while we have a second? 3 really close ones. NFC South, AFC South, AFC North, all log jams at the top.
I'll start with the AFC North. Baltimore and Pittsburgh, they play again on Christmas Day. How about the NFC South? Atlanta and Tampa Bay, both 7-5. They've split their season series, and Atlanta holds the tiebreaker right now with a better divisional record. These races are going down to the wire.
Here's Stafford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Stafford, and it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's second down. Dalton looking. Flush to his right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is Mike Nugent for the Bengal field goal try. And Nugent puts it through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. With a carry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Second down following the run.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Stafford now on second down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They come out here in the eye. They go back to Riddick. Shreds the tackle, and he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stafford on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
On the toss, here's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
And Dalton hands to Hill. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. To throw here, Dalton avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bengals a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And Dalton to throw, escaping the pressure right. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT. Over the middle, complete to Tate. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays. You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Here's Riddick. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on fourth. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Dalton now to pass. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
So Dalton now, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught at the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. That is caught inside the 5. It's a pickup of 21. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pass it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
On the ground, it's Riddick. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Touchdown. Golden Tate, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The Bengals getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Is it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. 44 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Oh, now look. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 39. Close your points that were being put on the scoreboard.